right, Bobcats, here's another question that I got. This was actually in Khan Academy yesterday. It was the second problem. So they give you two equations, your system of linear equations, and they ask you to estimate the solution. So first we're going to graph it, and then we're going to take a look at what we think the solution might be. This is just an estimate. It's not going to be exact. So let's do our X and Y axis. All right, so I'm going to graph the first line. My y-intercept is -5. And my slope is -2. So I'm going to go down 2 over 2, down 2 over 2, and so on. Now let me just make sure that I graph this line well. Straight lines and accurate graphing is going to save you when you're solving by graphing. All right, next one. The y-intercept is -2. The slope is 2. So I'm going to go up 2 over 2. Up 2 over 2, up 2 over 2, or over 1, sorry, I'm saying the wrong thing. Now when you graph this line, you're going to see that the intersection is not at a nice, pretty, easy spot. It's like right in the middle of these points. So here's your intersection, and we need to estimate. Well, they gave you some options to estimate this point. So let me list those out, and then we'll decide which one it could be. A was x is equal to -3/4, and y is equal to -3.5. B was x is equal to -1 3/4, and y is equal to -3.5. C was x is equal to -1 3/4, y is equal to -2.5, and then D was x is equal to -3/4, and y is equal to -2.5. Okay, that's messy, but let's take a look. So if we follow our line, well, this is x is equal to -1. It doesn't even get to that point. So it can't be -1 3/4 for your x, because -1 3/4 would be -1 3/4, and that is not where it is landing. It's pretty clear that if we're going to estimate this, it'd be -3/4. Okay, so that means this is not an option, and this is not an option. Now let's look at our y coordinate. This is -1, -2, -3, and about halfway past. Okay, so I'm going to have to say it has to be A, because -2.5 would be -1, -2. It'd be right here. But you can see that point of intersection is right there. So I'm going to cross this out. I'm going to say that A has to be our solution. So we're going to estimate this as -3/4, -3.5. All right, Bobcats, keep the questions coming. I'm more than happy to record videos and make sure that you understand what you're doing. Have a great day.